What is frequently mentioned are family traditions. Family traditions may be formed on the basis of childhood memories and experiences or from current factors that have emerged to influence today's dinner process. For the former, dinner chefs expend effort towards keeping old traditions alive for their children because they feel it is important, keeps ethnic, racial, or religious customs alive, and prevents them from extinction, reinforces members' identity and roots, and sometimes even makes them feel young again. New traditions, on the other hand, can be as simple as Wednesday is spaghetti night, or we always watch TV when we eat dinner. Without fail, family traditions, whether they are old or young, are always considered to be precious. They are referenced as a source of identification for the group and cherished in some way, but only when the family actually comes together for dinner. For those who go their own way for dinner, there are no traditions, past or present, which are cited as a reference point for how dinner is executed nowadays. Relatedly, religious practice is another internal factor for families' dinner process. Giving thanks and saying grace over the meal is offered as part of the family dinner process in certain cases. This is a special case of a family tradition that is cherished and deliberately practiced so that it is perpetuated in future family generations. Most consumers do not mention this behavior or practice in their blogging, however. And the final internal factor is togetherness. Some families absolutely require all members assemble for dinner at the same time on a nightly basis. Some go to great lengths to do so at the expense of their time and money. Others that are together regularly are that way simply because their children are young and have no alternative than to receive dinner from an adult. However, many families are usually not together at all. These families either do not have any kind of formal meal preparation or one dinner chef that prepares the food and is reheated by others later on in the evening. Conflicting schedules among family members accounts for this outcome in almost all cases. While most point to their employment situation and job schedule that is not conducive to getting together for dinner, sometimes it is found among households with teenage or older children whose schedules compete with the families because of their own individual, social, job, and school needs. Many participants blogged that their memories of family dinner together growing up in their home was a regular event and offered that nowadays both kids and adults have busier schedules. And that is what contributes to the lack of family dinner togetherness in their current lives. For many, this is a sad realization. Still others, in recalling their past, are hell-bent on changing conditions for their own family in terms of togetherness. They are highly motivated to improve their dinner experience, whether by enforcing more schedule synchronization, making the experience a more favorable one for the family members, or improving the food that is shared. Some even have profoundly negative memories associated with dinner in the past and have taken great effort to positively change things and erase those memories. If before you thought truly in-depth, emotionally based data could not be collected online in a qualitative research study, allow me to read one of the verbatim quotes from one of our respondents. We ate together a couple of times a week. Often it was fend for yourself. I believe this is because both my parents worked and were overwhelmed. Dinner was unpleasant because of the high level of stress and an unhealthy view of food. When a full meal was cooked, it was usually baked ham, chicken and broccoli, broiled fish, and other yummy, well-balanced meals. When it was fend for yourself, it was microwavable meals or snacks, at least once or twice a week we ate fast food meals. My stepmother usually prepared the meals and the kids took turns cleaning up as part of our chores. We usually either all ate in the living room watching TV or in separate rooms watching TV and doing homework. My sister and I found dinner unpleasant because we were often criticized for our portions and commented about our weight, even though in hindsight we were within a normal weight range for our age and height. My sister and I are still rather bitter about dinner time in our family, so we both try very hard to change things for our own family and children. I'd rather not even think about those days because I get angry. Bottom line, the online medium is a viable method of conducting even the most in-depth qualitative research. It improves study conditions relative to in-person methods of research data collection in terms of time, cost, and arguably greater validity vis-a-vis unobtrusiveness to respondents and enhanced context in which data are collected. The opportunity to migrate qualitative research agendas toward online platforms is provided by the confluence of internet and digital technology, broadband connectivity, and a sufficient comfort level with blogging. These factors have resulted in paving the way for access to human experiences on a scale and with a reach that is currently immeasurable. Bottom line, the online medium is a viable method of conducting even the most in-depth qualitative research. It improves study conditions relative to in-person methods of research data collection in terms of time, cost, and arguably greater validity vis-a-vis unobtrusiveness to respondents and enhanced context in which data are collected. The opportunity to migrate qualitative research agendas toward online platforms is provided by the confluence of internet and digital technology, broadband connectivity, and a sufficient comfort level with blogging. These factors have resulted in paving the way for access to human experiences on a scale and with a reach that is currently immeasurable.